Joining me now, Congressman Jim Comer, chairman of the House Oversight Committee. Congressman, your reaction to everything that's swirling around tonight, what happened today at the courthouse in Miami, and you heard the crickets. They didn't cover anything about the tape recordings.
It's a sad day in the history of our country. If you look at what they're charging Donald Trump for and what we on the House Oversight Committee have already brought out on the Biden family, creating 20 shell companies to launder money through 6 American banks to 9 Biden family members from foreign nationals in China and Romania. And now we're just now getting to the bank records on Russia and Ukraine. And yet the media won't cover anything about Joe Biden or the fact that he could potentially be compromised if, in fact, he has been recorded accepting a bribe from a foreign national.
Well, we have China and Ukraine, that's all. I mean, they're not big stories right now, and both countries could very well be involved in this scheme.
Absolutely.
Could it not? Could they not be?
They could be. That's why we've been investigating this from day one. We fear that this president is compromised. And we have the facts to back that up. The facts that his family has taken millions and millions of dollars from foreign nationals in some of the worst countries on our planet. And we have no idea what the family did to earn that money. What thing of value was provided to those foreign nationals to compensate the Bidens for receiving tens of millions of dollars. We don't believe that the president's son or brother had the ability to produce anything of that magnitude in value. We believe and we fear that this president did.
Oh, you don't trust their financial acumen to be bringing their own value to the table separate from Joe Biden's
No, I've
name?
seen their bank records. It's really bad.
Yeah. Now, Trump tonight said various things about the prosecution and the timing of this case.
It's also no coincidence that these charges against me came down the very same day. Evidence revealed Joe Biden took a $5 million bribe from Ukraine. Took a $5 million bribe. But the FBI and the Justice Department don't even want to talk about it.
Well, Congressman, he's saying basically what we just said, but it really is giving people a sense of 2 levels of justice, and the scales are not equally weighted.
No one believes this was a coincidence, that on the same day the FBI produced a document that showed they've been sitting on allegations of a Biden bribery for years, that Donald Trump just happened to be indicted by the special counsel for mishandling of classified documents when Joe Biden himself mishandled classified documents on a much greater scale than what Donald Trump did. And we haven't heard a thing from that special counsel.
Where are those tapes?
Well, according to the FBI forum, the oligarch told the informant that he kept those tapes as an insurance policy for giving the Bidens a bribe in hopes that they would produce something of value in return for the millions of dollars.
Well, they did produce. Did they?
Well, we believe that firing the prosecutor in Ukraine was part of the deal. We believe that foreign aid was part of the deal. And if you go back and look where Joe Biden was during this time, everything fits. And look at what we've produced in Romania. Less than 2 weeks after Joe Biden left Romania, talking about foreign policy and foreign aid, his family started receiving wires through their shell companies from a Romanian national while Joe Biden was vice president.
None of this is impeachable, though, I'm sure. Now, Congressman, you've issued a subpoena to Devon Archer to appear for a deposition in this investigation of the Biden family. Will he show, and what do you expect to learn?
I'm confident he will show. And Devon Archer is a key person in our investigation. He knew very well exactly what the Bidens were doing in Ukraine and Russia especially. He knew whether or not Joe Biden was involved. And what we want to know from Devon Archer is what exactly did the Bidens do to receive the millions and millions of dollars from Russia and Ukraine that they received.
How did they get so rich? I'm going to say this every night on the show for the next year and a half. How did the Bidens get so rich? Nobody's answered that question.
Nobody. They talk about their businesses.
What businesses?
Found they have no legitimate businesses that I have found. Everything
toilet
is a
paper
shell
art?
company.
I mean, what's that? He's still getting money for that lousy art of his by unknown buyers.
Well, that's what he's had to do now that the gig's up on the influence peddling. He's an artist now. But we don't know who's buying the art, and we're concerned about that as
Hundreds
well.
of thousands of dollars for crap. All right, Congressman, great to see you tonight. Thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.